Our first experiment is the model of a volcano. To make this model, let us see what are the things we need. We will need a plastic bottle along with a plate. You need to attach the bottle to the plate using a glue gun. So make sure that the bottle stands firmly on the plate. Our next thing is the baking soda. You will need 2 to 3 teaspoons of baking soda. You will also need food dye. You can use any color. Since we are making a volcano here, I am using red because it gives a better effect, because we are going to show the lava. We also need vinegar. Yes, vinegar. We can find this in our kitchen. For better effects, we can use paints. Here I am using spray paint to give a better effect. You will also need some newspapers or any waste paper, a pair of scissors, sellotape, and some warm water. So shall we begin our experiment? Are you ready? Let us start. So we will begin by placing our bottle on the plate. Here I have already done that. The bottle is placed firmly on the plate. Next, I am going to place these newspapers around this bottle to create a mountain-like shape. You can use your imagination here. You know that volcanoes are from mountains. So we are going to make this look like a mountain. It is your imagination that is important here. So after doing this, you need to leave it aside for some time. I have already made one model. So let me show you that. So this is the model that I had already made. It is the same thing. We had the plate. We placed the bottle over that. And around I have my newspaper. And to give it the special effect of the mountain, I have spray painted. So we know mountains are rocky areas, so I have painted it brown. In case you are using spray paint, kindly do it under adult supervision. I have also added some orange to give it the desired effect. So it now looks like a volcanic mountain. All that's left to do is the lava. So what we are going to do next is we are going to pour. We are making a funnel. Now if you notice, the mouth of the bottle is small. So in order for our ingredients not to spill out, you can use a funnel. In this case, I am making a simple funnel out of paper. So you just need to roll it into a conical shape and place it inside. This is for our ingredients not to spill out of the mouth of the bottle. So what is our next step? I am going to add the baking soda into this bottle. So I am adding the baking soda into my funnel. Be sure not to spill it out. You can add 2 or 3 teaspoons. So now we have added the baking soda. Now that we have added our baking soda, let us keep this setup aside for a while. For our next step, take the warm water. Make sure that it is warm when you are using it. And we are going to add a drop of the food dye. I am using red color, and the reason is I need to show lava which is hot. So I am adding a drop of the food dye. You can add a little more too. You can see that the food dye is mixing with the water. You can also use a spoon to make sure it spreads evenly. So now we have our colored water. So we are keeping this aside. Now let us take our model again. Next, we need to pour our colored water into our volcano model. Use a funnel to prevent spilling of the liquid outside the mouth of our volcano. Now we have come to our final step where we add the vinegar. Yes. So after adding the vinegar, let us see what happens. Take it up. So now we are adding vinegar. Can you hear that fizzing noise? Wait for some time. You can see the bubbles coming out. You need to have patience for this. Can you hear the fizzing noise? That is because of the carbon dioxide. Yes, I already told you about the carbon dioxide gas. When vinegar is mixed with baking soda, carbon dioxide is formed. And this carbon dioxide is what we see as bubbles, and that is the reason for the fizzing noise. Do you see? Yes. So, did you understand the reaction? When we added vinegar and baking soda, carbon dioxide was formed and we see carbon dioxide bubbles. So this is not what happens in a volcano. This is just a model to show you how the lava, the hot lava, comes out of the volcano. So since we added the red food dye, it looks like red hot lava. I hope you enjoyed this experiment and now you understand the reason behind this experiment. So let us go over what we did in this experiment once again. We began by taking a plastic bottle and fixing it over a plate. We fixed it with the help of glue from a glue gun. You can use any sort of glue to fix it. The next step was we used newspaper. You can use any paper which you are going to give for recycling or any old newspapers, and we made it in the form of a mountain. So we placed these newspapers around the bottle to give it a mountain shape. And next we painted our mountain. So here I used brown and orange colors to give the desired effect. You can use any color that you wish. So after that, our model was ready. In the next step, we added some food dye into some hot water to form red colored water. We added baking soda into our model, followed by the red colored water, and finally we added vinegar. After few minutes, what was the result? Yes, we saw the liquid coming out of the mouth of the bottle with a fizzing sound and bubbles. So why did this happen? This is because when we mix vinegar and baking soda, carbon dioxide gas is released. This gas causes the fizzing sound and the bubbles are carbon dioxide gas bubbles. So I hope you enjoyed this experiment, and now we are going to do a few more experiments with the same reaction.